Hello and welcome to another Green Room show. I'm your host, Luke. Tonight we've got a special show. We're calling it An Hour with an Artist, where we get all sorts of artists in and we spend an hour with them, find out a bit more about them, to find out what they're doing, what they're going to be doing once we're out of this horrific lockdown. And tonight we've got a great band from in and around the Milton Keynes area called Ali in the Jungle. And we're going to go in and speak to frontman Tim right now.
Hello.
Here he is. All right. Hi, Tim. You all right, mate?
Yeah, good. I've had a nice week.
So this is the point in the show where we find out a little bit about you and about the band. So if you want to give us a little run through who you are and who the rest of the band are, that'd be great.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm Tim. I'm the front man. I play the keyboards and sometimes I play the guitar, the rhythm guitar. And well, we're a four-piece band from Milton Keynes. We're like an indie alternative band, but we mix a lot of genres. We like to do some blues, but also some like garage rock. And our main influence, I would say, is like
very nice
post-punk revival kind of music from the 2000s, and mixing that with kind of art rock piano influences. I'd say that's our big niche. But yeah, so the other guys you've got coming up, Sam, Ali, and Chris.
And Ali is the name Ali from Ali in the Jungle.
Yeah, he's in the jungle. Yeah,
he is in fact in the jungle. He's not only a drummer; he is like sort of like Tarzan.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so he knows a lot about swing. So
he knows a lot about swing. There, I know. I should have said that. Should have said that.
I don't know how to make that work, but.
Okay, you're going to play a song for us in a minute. It's called Drunk Generation. I'm excited. We're going to talk about the song afterwards with yourself and Chris, the bass player. But I think we should perhaps get in there and give these people what they want and listen to some music. So you're going to play that for us?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah.
How was your day? I'm doing just fine. How was your night? Oh, to shine my mind. 'Cause I don't see you, I don't see you. How was your day? I'm doing just fine. And every night you drink wine through wine. Well, I don't see you, I don't see you. We have a drunk generation. Your memories on probation. A false occupation. For your sexual frustration. However, nobody's missed us since you ruined your Christmas. So no sense of occasion. Well, that's the drunk generation. How is your heart? Oh, love's condition is blind. A message in the bottle and we see what we find. SOS to the police, so far good time. Well, how was your day? Oh yeah, I'm doing alright. Saturday night's alright for a fight. Well, that's me in the corner, I'm seeing you. You had a drunk generation. Your memories on probation. A false occupation. For your sexual frustration. However, nobody's missed us since you ruined your Christmas. So no sense of occasion. That's the drunk generation. How was your day? I'm doing just fine. How was your night? Holy shine on mine. 'Cause I don't see you, I don't see you. How was your journey? No, don't drink and drive. My body broken for you, and yes, I love to imbibe. But your house on the rocks stays eternal all life. Well, how was your day? I'm doing just fine. How was your night? Oh, the shaman and my Red Sea, we are like a time near high. I don't see you, I don't see you. How's your day life? Been doing just fine. How are your nights? Me wasted all of mine. No, I don't see you. I don't see you.
Yeah, very nice, man. Very
Thank
nice.
you. That was very cool.
I love it. I love it. And now we're being joined with by Chris, who plays bass in the band.
Hello.
How are you, Chris? You right?
I'm very well, thank you.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that song now, which is interesting. I actually want to talk about the lyric video, which you can find on YouTube, Ali in the Jungle's YouTube. We've been talking behind the scenes, and I found out that it took you 2 days to make that video, and it's a very interesting concept. You use napkins, and instead of like your standard, like you said, PowerPoint video, it was really cool. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was a very analog process, in terms of, especially in this kind of early stages, what we've been trying to do is to try and do everything with real instruments, real sounds. Not that like a synthesizer isn't a real instrument or a real sound, but you get what I'm saying, of kind of pub rock, and trying to reflect that in the music video. But we only had 2 days to make it because the company who were promoting it said, "Oh, we'll make you a kind of a PowerPoint video, or you can make your own, but you've got 2 days." And it was at the start of lockdown as well, so we had to direct it over FaceTime, and yeah, it was mad. Like it was seriously mad. But,
Oh man!
I mean, the raw energy, I think, of the stress really pays off in that video. It was brilliant.
Well, it doesn't show because it's actually a really interesting concept. Like, I don't think I've seen a video like it. I like some of the napkins are like stained with like, I'm guessing it's wine, but I'd like to think it was wine, but Ribena perhaps.
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, it was wine. I got my parents to spill that on there for the real deal. Generational influence.
Stained with a nice stained with a nice burgundy.
Yeah.
Good. So, Chris, you play bass in the band, but I've been told that you've never really played bass before until the band. So,
so I'm
you've
I'm
sort of
actually,
dragged into
technically
it.
speaking, the guitarist in the band. I play bass on this song. Drunk Generation is the only song so far on which I play bass. So, and it was pretty much the first time I had played bass when we were writing it.
Wow.
I can't remember, because this was quite a few years ago, whose idea it was that I play bass and Sam plays guitar. Tim, do you remember?
I think Sam wrote his guitar part before I even started writing the song, and then it was a case of Sam being like, "No, I'm playing this, so you have to do your bass." But I think it was a good shout because
so it was just Sam alphaed you. That's what happened.
Basically.
It worked well. I mean, Sam had obviously already written something that worked pretty well, and which became the guitar solo. And you wouldn't want to put that in the bin just for the sake of or transpose it to me. I think Sam plays it very differently because he's got like a kind of classical guitar background. So I took on the mantle of bass, which I played with a pick because I am not good enough at walking fingers to do the speed that that is required.
So in the band, Sam plays bass, and then you play bass in some bits.
So it's only on this song.
Only on this song.
And then.
So do you literally just swap instruments for that? Or?
Yeah, we swapped them on stage. It's often the last song. But yes, we'll just swap them on stage. Sometimes Sam plays guitar and other stuff. For example, he plays guitar on I Don't Even Know You, like classical guitar and acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tim plays bass. So we do like mixing things up and having different people have their turns on different instruments. It's a lot of fun.
That's it's really good. It's a good string to have in your bow. You're all obviously multi instrumentalists and you can play other bits and bobs. Yeah, I like it.
I don't know if you can count bass as a multi instrumentalist, given that it's basically fat guitar. And it's just a 4-string.
Well,
I mean, it's a fantastic instrument, and I have a tremendous
we've
respect
got
for it.
16 minutes in, and we're already
Stay
slagging
humble.
bass players off.
No. I mean, if anything, bass and the way we use bass is, I think, one of the things I'm most proud of in our band. Like, we try and use it more like a lead instrument. I do think that comes from the song, possibly because I play lead guitar most of the time. I just mean I was trying to be humble in terms of I don't consider myself a multi-instrumentalist playing both guitar and bass because they're quite easy to transpose. But it is a
I
fantastic
suppose they're
instrument,
both guitars. They're both guitars like that.
Yeah, it's a bass guitar. It's just the bottom 2/3 of a bass is just the bottom 2/3 of guitar.
Yeah. And I suppose you do get like 15 string bass guitars and things like that, which is ridiculous. But you know, we're not going to get into that. That's a whole nother episode.
Probably wise.
Yeah.
So musically, in this song, like we briefly touched on the blues before on the intro to it. Like it's really interesting. It's an interesting rhythm you've got on the keys. Like it's something that you wouldn't necessarily put in with an indie sort of alternative track, and it works really well. Like it really works. Like you've got that sort of bounding rhythm. So what made you come up with that concept?
Well, really what happened was, I guess I just remember it being a very hot day, and I just sat down and I played it and I thought that sounds awesome. So I mean, it was that simple, really. The reason it's come together
the hot day help?
The way it is. I mean, I just remember it being very hot, like boiling.
Maybe. Like, I'm so happy right now. I'm going to play this.
I don't know. Maybe it was a one of those like outdoor with a beer days, you know, that people do. But yeah, I think really what it was I was cracking out a bit of glam rock piano, and Chris was playing some very like melodic, fast mid 2000s style bass, and I think this is a classic example, this song, of just the different style that everyone brings to their instrument, and the fact we all have such different influences results in a very random, but you know, in a miracle, very good mix. Like you say, like it shouldn't work, but it just does. And I mean, if we could explain that, then we'd be ruining the 12 herbs and spices in our recipe.
Exactly. We had this conversation before. Like it's kind of a confusing sound because you're so not used to hearing all of these things together, but it just works. And I really do enjoy listening to your music. It's really cool.
Thank you.
It's really cool. So Chris, what do you want to get out of this band then? What can you see? What can you see happening in the near future?
I mean, I think if we've learned anything in the last year or so, it's to probably not guess too confidently about what's going to happen in any space of time going forward. So I'm not sure really. We'll wait and see. I'm really excited about the release of Fuel on the Fire, which we released last Saturday, and the upcoming EP as well. But we're kind of taking it one release at a time. I mean, Holly, our manager, came on board in about October, November last year. She's been fantastic in terms of helping us apply to places and to sort of get a handle on our branding and just become a bit more cohesive and have a bit of a plan for the sort of places we want to apply to. So we're gradually building up the gigs that we will hopefully be able to play one day.
Definitely.
And trying to build up our press coverage and things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it. The best part of it is playing and writing together, but we can't do that really. We've snuck in a few rehearsals, and we obviously had the gig last week at in Milton Keynes.
Yeah,
it was a live stream. But yeah, I mean, in terms of what I like to get out of it, I just love playing together, and I love writing music. And I think as long as it's still fun, and as long as it's still viable to do this and get people on board with it, and get people coming to the shows and enjoying it along with us, then I think that's reason enough to carry on.
Absolutely. Like, it's all about having fun. Like, you literally talk to any musician, they'll tell you the main thing is they enjoy it, and it's true.
Yeah.
Music is a lot of fun, and it doesn't matter what you play, what you do, and it's just enjoy it and have a lot of fun. Like, here.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't enjoy it, I think.
That's it. But
That'd be insane.
You mentioned where was it going? We're going to play a video of yours next. It's not your new single, but it is a video.
Yeah.
When was this song released?
So
I'm going to say it's called People Change. It's called People Change.
Oh, I've heard a lot of people change. But yeah, it's
sometimes.
It was released sometimes. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it was released in October during the lockdown last year. We managed to film all of it just before the lockdown. The shot of me holding the boards, doing the Subterranean, Homesick Alien. I say Alien, I meant Blues. Sorry, Bob Dylan shot.
Yeah.
That was the day before lockdown started. So we managed to wrap that up just in time. And yeah, the whole idea was just to put forward the fun we have together as a group. Really,
it definitely shows. It definitely shows.
Strange banter. Yeah,
because it's a lot of fun. Like the video is a lot of fun, and I can't wait for you guys to see it at home. But after the video comes out, we're going to speak with Ali. But Chris, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon. But yeah,
Thanks
this
very
is People Change by Ali in the Jungle. Enjoy, everyone.
And after what's been lot of people change, a lot of people change to stay the same way, to stay the same way. But through the people change, I still don't speak Francais. Sometimes we don't translate, that's why we separate. It's how my heart for a brain, connect me to the mains. Turn the voltage up and let's start again.
Yeah, very nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, it literally does show like how much fun you guys have together. Like, it's so much fun.
You can really tell from that video it was the last, like we knew it was the last time we were going to be allowed to be less than 2 meters from one another. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of bittersweet, I suppose, isn't it? That way.
Yeah.
So now we're, as you can see, we're joined by Ali, drummer of Ali in the Jungle. How we doing? You all right, mate?
Evening. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that song, "People Change," it's a lot of fun. We've been over this, but where did it come from? Where did the song come from?
I mean, I can't remember. This is like a song that we've had for a long time, and I still remember like practicing, and Tim and Sam came over to where the drum kit is, and I remember them playing the riff. I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" I just remember just like playing like just a generic pop
Yeah.
beat, and yeah, it just stuck in with us, just that riff. So yeah, I remember that moment still, looking back on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. You also have another song.
Yeah.
It's called "I Don't Even Know You." You've said it's a bit glum. It's a bit sad, and you've done a video for it, which is on the YouTube as well. Check the YouTube out. But you tried to make it fun also. That's why I'm bringing it in, because People Change video, very fun. The video to that is quite fun. And very random as well. Like, this is what I'm getting from you guys.
So random.
You're very
mental.
very random. And
You
a
should
lot
have
of
seen
fun.
what's not in the video. There's worse stuff not in the video.
That's what we need to do. We need to get an Ali in the Jungle video outtakes.
There's just a lot of them. There were a lot of shots of us eating fruit. I remember round the table and then sleeping with fruit. Yeah.
In that People Change video, potentially my favorite bit is sitting in the cinema eating popcorn and Ali feeding Tim a bit of popcorn. Genius. I loved it.
Probably my favorite bit, Ali. Yeah.
Like, honestly, I laughed out loud. It was very, very, very funny.
It's very romantic. My favorite bit, Ali, is when we wrapped you up in cling film and you ran after everyone. I like that bit.
Yeah, honestly, like I forget like how many bits
With
we
Scuba
did in
Sam.
this video. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Or you convinced me to do that.
You were very hungover, I remember.
Like, probably true.
It's So where did you film the videos? In and around Milton Keynes area?
Yeah, it's all around Milton Keynes. A lot of it, like the outdoorsy shots, in Newport Pagnell. So like the
Not
place
the
where we all
Amazon.
kind of grew up. No, surprisingly.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But yeah, it's all just shot around our local area, really.
Lovely
Yeah.
woodland shots. A bit of church as well, like that.
Yeah, there was loads of places that because I remember we shot a lot of these places, and Ali, you and the other guys were like, how have I not been to these places when they're so near? You're like, how did you know all these places? But it's just loads of places. While we've been at uni, and if I'd come home, I'd just been on loads of walks and listened to music on. I just picked like, a lot of places I really love.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's kind of strange that you don't go to the places that are really nice around where you live. This is the tangent we're on about, Tim.
Oh yeah.
A bit early on.
It's a good tangent.
Like there's a castle right next to, literally 5 minutes away from my house, called Rockingham Castle. I've been there once. Been there once for a wedding, and once when I was a child. And it's a literal Norman, built by William the Conqueror. It's a castle, literally on my doorstep. And I don't.
That sounds awesome.
I don't go there. People come from all over the country to go and see it. It's like, I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm proper into castles. That's the thing. I'll go all around.
That is
the country.
super weird.
Yeah.
You think that you'd just go and spend loads of time there if you're into castles,
No.
read your castle books and stuff.
Very strange. Very strange. But I'm going to ask you the same question, Ali, as I asked Chris earlier on. Well, what do you want from this music and the band, and where can you see yourself? Where can you see it moving?
I mean, my love for music is just playing live and playing gigs and just drumming, and that's like what I get out of it. So obviously this last year's been a bit slow, but hopefully come summer and for the rest of this year, get back into it and basically just see where it goes and just have some fun on the way, whatever happens. So that's what I love about it. Just playing live and in front of people, and
definitely. I can't wait to come see you guys play live, wherever or whenever that'll be, because you're a lot of fun. You've got some comments. Martin just put one up there from our friend Miranda in the United States. Stevie as well.
Oh wow!
Hi, Stevie.
Thanks, Stevie. That's so cool.
There she is,
You
Max.
guys are so fun.
Mate. No relation to Matt.
Matt LeBlanc. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Miranda's here as well. She's also from the States. Hiya.
Wow. I'm Miranda.
In Michigan. Yeah, you've got some nice comments on the chat. So yeah, definitely keep them coming in. If anyone watching at home's got any questions, drop them in the chat. And we can ask the guys, probably Tim, because he's going to be here most of the night. But yeah, it's I'm enjoying myself tonight. You know, like this is a concept we've been trying to do for a while. This is the first time we've had a band on. So yeah, thank you guys for having the time, giving the time up, and coming in and having a chat with us.
Thanks for having us. It's a really good concept, if I'm honest. It's a very chill interview.
Thank you. That's what we want. That's what we want to get out of it. Like, there's no pressure. It's just something to take away, and people can get to know you guys a bit, or personally, rather than just like, what's your favorite dippy biscuit for tea?
Oh, but that would be custard cream.
Custard cream, Ali?
Custard cream.
Oh, bourbon probably.
Bourbon, wow. Yeah. I'm a bourbon fan.
Yeah.
Or a Fox's Classic. I don't mind that.
Now we're talking.
Depends what kind of mood I'm in. Anyway, this is the other tangent. I'm gonna do a little link into your next song, Tim. You're gonna play a song called "You Make Me Feel So Alive." Jesus, I can't speak. You make me feel so alive. This one's on guitar, isn't it? So I'm interested about that. Okay. Is it? Do you play guitar on this one?
Oh no, that's the next one. But don't
that's
worry.
The next one.
This one's like.
Sorry, I just spoiler alert. Tim's going to play guitar as well.
Yeah. For the first time.
But yeah, for the first time. So thank you, Ali, for joining us. Afterwards, we're going to be speaking to guitar player / bass player, sometimes acoustic guitar player Sam. But yeah, thank you, Ali, and
Cool,
we'll
thank
talk
you.
to you soon. And Tim's going to play You Make Me Feel So Alive. So enjoy, and I'll see you after.
Good luck, Tim.
Thanks. I'll see how this goes.
You make me feel so alive. You make me happy when you're fine. I'm not so tired when you try. I know you're gonna be alright. Well, alright, you make me feel so alive. You make me happy when you're fine. I'm not so tired when you try. Oh, I know you're gonna be alright. So shooba-doo up, I know. Oh, we found the apple fell, you and I are gonna live together. And I knelt down, oh, that's what we found. So we know he owns these streets and he runs in the mafia, but he got him real deep. And on the run he always weeps in his sleep in days a week. And now runs so out, but it ain't no fun running out of breath and hotels. In theory I could have done it worse myself. For shut your mouth, you when you're talking to me. You make me feel so alive. You make me happy when you're fine. I'm not so tired when you try. I know you're gonna be alright. Well, alright, you make me feel so alive. We can't be happy all the time. I won't be taken for a ride. Or maybe we should tell your wife. No, there's a friend on the phone. Honey, it's Susanna, I'll be getting off at 3 o'clock. I'll meet you out of work, fuck it, in the car. By midnight we could hide in southern France. So I'll be getting into fights with the crooners in the car park. Sometimes I believe it'll never take off, making music from the rust from the spare parts. Never trust Susanna. Did you get home alright? Well, I can finally see the light. Oh baby, it's too bright and I can't really turn it off. You make me happy when you're fine. I'm not so tired when you try. I know you're gonna be alright. Well, alright, you make me feel so alive. I lost my music, then I lost my notes. Like an angel fell from heaven, you tell us what you want to know, and I'll let you go. I found him in Taiwan. His body washed up on a base, so I guess that life is not for everyone. Place your bets on which way you will go, up or down or no way at all. A final hit will put you in control. Went to his grave and there wasn't much going on. Buried like a cedar tree, and knowledge grows in Saigon. All I know, keep your friends close. Said a wise guy waiting for the bar to close. You make me feel so alive.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was nice,
We love
man.
you too. We love you.
I love you.
Love that.
No joking, I'll do
Love that.
that. Lots of.
That's the kind of thing I was on about before. Like you've got that like kind of bluesy ragtime sort of feel going,
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah.
a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a common occurrence. This is a common bit of conversation we're having that you guys are a lot of fun, and yeah, I can't wait.
That's the aim.
And Sam, I've got a bit of inside knowledge that that's your favourite song from the first EP.
Yes, yeah, definitely. There's a good few bass lines going on in there, which I thoroughly enjoy playing it whenever we're live, and it's just a point where I just can't help but bounce along in sections. So it's good. It's good fun.
There's a lot of lunging in this song. You do a lot of lunging.
Lots of
My family
lunges.
would be proud. Yes.
Yeah, of your legs.
It's like, that's my boy.
There's my brother that encouraged that move. He was like, "Oh, you got to do that live at some point." Like, all right, whatever. Win.
Challenge accepted, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where did the concept of that song come from? I'm just gonna ask you virtually the same questions, apparently. So yeah, where did the story? What's the story behind "You Make Me Feel So Alive"?
I was watching
Is there a bit of background?
I was watching a Hugh Laurie documentary because he's an amazing pianist. I watched the Hugh Laurie documentary where he went to New Orleans and he did loads of stuff. I watched it. I caught the end. I was like, that sounds cool. And then I just went and sat down at the piano and wrote something that sounded vaguely like it could be that sort of music. And I mean, I probably didn't. It probably doesn't sound anything like that kind of music. But yeah, I did that.
Definitely.
And then what's that? Yeah,
It definitely does. It's definitely ragtime.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, definitely ragtime. And then the whole the verses, so like the kind of sad sections. That was, I think, once I took it to Sam, and we are trying to make it sound more like the kind of 2000s music that we like. You know, like kind of Kaiser Chiefs-y, Arctic Monkeys-y kind of stuff. I don't know. And then the whole middle bit of the song was written years later when we were at uni. It was one of my main uni contributions, and lyrically there was a lot of watching gangster movies and making notes of all of the tropes that I wanted to be in the song. You know, like the wise guy waiting for the bar to close at the end, stuff like that. Cool. There's my life story. Enjoy.
Definitely, it definitely shows. Yeah, I like you can actually hear lyrically. You're definitely inspired by that sort of indie resurgence of the mid 2000s type thing. It's late 2000s. You can hear that. You can hear the influence by like the Killers, for instance. You can kind of hear like the Beatles in there as well.
Kaiser Chiefs. Yeah, Tim mentioned Kaiser Chiefs a minute ago. One of the bass lines is pretty much the same as it, but there's a slight change, so it's okay. No copyright.
Yeah, there's enough change.
Well, that's it. As long as I mean, if there's enough change, it's cool. You get away with it.
I think
Look at the script.
That bass line's probably in it for about 10 seconds. So it's
yeah. We do it once and then run away from it.
Yeah.
Is it from Ruby? Dun, dun, dun.
No, it's the
if it's not that, you cool.
It's the Angry Mob, I think. I think this is one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
These things you think of when you're a kid. And you're like, oh, the song's about gangsters, so let's remake the Angry Mob riff in a way that isn't suitable. Yeah. What do you think about it? I mean, yeah.
That album's so great.
Like the first two records are very solid.
Yeah, very, very good. Very, very good live band as well. Very, very good.
Well, yeah, I think that's the first gig we went to, Sam. We went and saw Kaiser.
Yeah, I think so.
And
it was Birmingham O2, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he climbed up on the balcony where we were, and the security guard came and stood by him, and he was like, "Oh, it's all right, mate. I'm in the band. Don't worry about it."
He's like, he's got like an earpiece in. He's like a microphone.
Can't tell.
He's like, I'm in the band, mate. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Comment. But yeah, there was a lot of people throwing shoes at that gig, if I remember rightly.
I seen them at Glastonbury. I think it was like 2011 or something. And,
okay. So the Futurist Medieval tour. That would have been about when we saw them.
He climbed up onto the rafter.
Cool. So he's all about climbing.
Yeah, he played
Ah.
the second stage, so it was like exposed rafters, and he
Oh,
climbed
wow.
up, and he was like hanging off like halfway up, which is
Yeah.
pretty dangerous, I'd say.
Yeah, I predict a fall, but no. Sam's a really good
Absolutely.
climber. Sam's a very good climber.
Yeah, I was going to
So
say,
you
climbing up
are-
rafters sounds great.
You're the
Yeah.
Ricky Wilson of the band, then.
Based on that logic, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anything to climb, I'll happily do it.
That makes me Peanut. The keyboardist is called Peanut, wasn't
Yeah, yeah, Peanut. That's right. But yeah, so we've loosely touched on your influences. Have you got any other influences? Can you hear like any other bands like in your music? Have you stole any other one's music? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Did David Bowie said all the best artists, like, that you steal and change, don't you? I mean, like, if you look at 1950s rock, I mean, everyone's writing the same song, vaguely.
Yeah.
Not being rude to the genre, I mean, it's a great genre, but like, it's all the same chords. I mean, it literally is. That's the idea.
Yeah,
so
much.
that anyone could play it. But yeah,
look at Oasis. They literally play 4 chords throughout pretty much all of their songs.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They're just enjoying the sunshine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sam. What can you hear in it? I don't know.
Well, just thinking about references to other bands, we've got the upcoming EP, Star Strangled Hannah, as a reference to the Police. So there's one to look out for. It is the Police.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, there's a Police in Brave Generation as well. I mean, yeah, there's like a lot of like, we tend to, I literally say SOS to the Police after I say about Message in the Bottle, which is a Police song.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
yeah, Lyrical Journey.
when are you planning on releasing that song? That EP. Sorry.
The Star Strangled Hannah one. I don't think we're allowed to say yet, but it isn't long away.
Okay.
It's definitely in the next. It's meant to be, if everything goes to plan, in the next month and a half. So I mean, anyone who's enjoying this tonight should find us on Spotify. Get ready.
Yeah, definitely. Find Ali in the Jungle on Spotify, any of the streaming services. Actually, they're all there. They're on all of them. Just look for the little logo in the middle of the screen. Plug.
Yeah. That's how you spell it. All right, I thought it was Ali as in an alleyway. Okay. All in the jungle.
That's how you
all in the
spell
jungle happens up. Yeah. We messed up that on when we made that logo.
Also, if you just type in Ali in the Jungle on YouTube, you will just get highlights from a boxing match. Don't click those unless you're into it. Don't click that. Keep looking and you'll find them. Or type Ali in the Jungle band in YouTube, then you'll find them.
Yeah,
but Spotify music, yeah. So, but it's Spotify and all that. Just type that, you'll be cool.
I'd be careful because it's a song by The Hours, a band called The Hours, Ali in the Jungle as well. Because that's how we found out about the phrase. Because me and Sam used to play a lot of FIFA before school, and it's on FIFA 2008, basically. It's a nice song.
The origin story of the name.
The origin story, yeah. There's many origin stories. It's like Batman, did Joker kill my parents or not? Or Mr. Freeze, depends on what version. Sorry.
Or someone else. Yeah.
It could be.
Well, I mean, so it's you've kind of got that song. You've got your name of the band from a FIFA song / that's our drummer's name.
Yeah, we're an absolute mess, aren't we?
Like I'm going to be honest. I like it.
Thanks.
It works.
Yeah, there's a lot of branding things you can do with it, like at Christmas, like Ali and the Jingle and stuff like that.
Come on,
Ali in the football.
Yeah, well, Ali in the football is a football team that we're actually in. Yeah, 5 side.
It also fits really nice on a drum skin as well. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ali one day, or maybe now, is already perceived across the world as a classic drummer. People put him on lists next to Ringo Starr and people like that.
He's got the hair for a drummer. Like you can see it like flowing around. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, exaggerating his movements. Yeah.
Yeah, just like flick the hair and stuff. I should have said this while he was on, but yeah. You've all got like hair as well, which is good.
Yeah. That's good.
But for now, at the moment, yeah.
Now, yeah.
Well,
I'll
me
check back in a
myself-
year, it'll be gone.
yeah. See
me
it in my
myself,
bedroom.
I'm a classic case of a hatfish. I'm follically challenged
Hatfish.
underneath this beautiful hat. So yeah, I'm a
that.
hatfish, and that's my top tip for everyone out there. If you're on a dating app and somebody's wearing a hat, bold. Just to let you know, if you're against things like that. But yeah,
I would
yeah.
I would wear a hat then, just so if someone who I was looking for on a dating app went for me, I'd know they weren't being judgmental in any way.
Yeah.
Even though I
that's-
have that, it's a good way
Yeah.
to tell. That's good dating advice
is.
for people. You can catch my column
It is.
every Thursday. Yeah.
What's the local paper in Milton Keynes?
Oh, the Citizen. So my
Citizen.
column's called How to Date a Citizen, and it's inspired by communist rhetoric. There you go.
I think a better name
Citizen.
would be Dating in the Jungle.
That is better. Yeah, my bad.
Come on, you've got everything. This
Yeah.
is
Right,
the
fine,
name
yeah.
that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could literally talk all night, but we've got a show to continue with, and we're gonna cut to your new single, which is exciting. It came out last Saturday. It's on all the streaming platforms. Yeah, very exciting times for you guys, and Tim's gonna play it for us in a second. It's called "Fuel on the Fire," which is good. You need that. And afterwards, we're gonna say cheerio to Sam and hello to Uncle Jon. May or may not be from Jamaica.
Sounds so random.
He may or may not be from Jamaica. We're not sure yet. We'll find out after
See what Jamaica
Tim
is.
plays "Fuel on the Fire." But yeah, thanks for now, Tim. Thanks for now, Sam. Sorry, and enjoy yourself, Tim. And we will see you afterwards.
Cheers. Thanks, Luke.
See you later, Sam.
See ya. See ya.
He says that I could go far, but take a left turn in his car. Or is it not? Should I wake up this morning? I must admit that I'm jealous of him. She can ride, she can sing, but a partner you can trust. Shouldn't wake up this morning now. The windscreen's gone, the mirror's blind. You've got an axe to hide. You can't find your runaway bride. Covered in dust, she cries in the sun. I'm never enough. It's all late for my alibi, or to run to the cops. Yeah, there's nowhere to cross, not a yard in the sun behind your eyes. You crawl 'cause you can't drive, you can't start it, you're seeing red lights, and there's space that you can't hide in the sun. On the Thank you.
That was fuel on the fire.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Awesome, man. Well enjoyed that. Really good.
Thank you. But it wouldn't exist without.
I was gonna say, this is a really interesting story. I don't think I've heard this story come from anything anywhere else. So the original version of that song was written by the man above me to the middle, Tim's Uncle Jon, 23 years ago, and it's sort of been passed on. It's been, so it's been like sort of passed on to Tim.
A generation, yeah.
Yeah. So what happened there? So how's it been passed on? Did you stumble across it or?
Well, I went to see Tim. Would have been a couple of years ago now, and we were just, as we normally do, kind of messing around with some songs and just jamming really. And I started to play a couple of songs. There were two different songs that I'd written about 25 years ago, and he just liked them, and I was flattered. That was great because he doesn't like all of them. And so what his suggestion was that we put the two songs together, because I had two chord sequences which were kind of fairly similar. One was from a song called You Say, and the other song was called Is It Enough? And Tim and I share a love of the Beatles and just music in general. And Tim had this really clever idea, which was to put the two songs together and kind of alternate the chord sequences. So have one line from one of the songs and then switch to the other song. So I just love that idea that I'd never, so it's kind of obvious in a way, but it really worked because you're just flipping between the two songs.
Yeah. It makes sense. So the like, for instance, the lyrics to the song, were they written by you, John, or was that like a collaboration again afterwards of two songs?
Well, it's kind of three stages really. So I had lyrics for the two songs. We then kind of mashed them up, if you like. One line and then another line, back and forth, and then we then completely kind of rewrote it, which was the second stage, and sort of changed a few bits and pieces. This was kind of a long night around Tim's dad's house, and his mum and dad's house, and we were up kind of to the early hours of the morning playing around with it. And then Tim had the idea as well of bringing in his love of film. So he'd been watching a film called Nightcrawler. Don't know if you've ever seen it.
Okay.
And
I can't say I have.
I also really like the Killers and kind of that whole idea of the darker kind of influences like the Doors and the Killers and the Americana kind of bands. So he came up with this kind of, he welded together two songs and then put a bit of his own in as well. Actually, it's very different to my original one. And the guys have done a fantastic job on it. Really good.
Yeah. Well, we've actually got a special treat for y'all at home, because you were like searching. I'm guessing you found it maybe like in the loft or the garage, perhaps.
Kind of,
but you found a cassette tape
from 25 years ago. Yeah.
Amazing.
Which I then had to put onto a CD so I could play it. And that's what you're about to hear.
Like, literally, I'm so excited for this. This is the first time we've ever had a tape played on the show, and I'm properly excited. I like the old sort of rawness of a tape. Like, I'm a big fan. I've got a tape deck in my car. I listen to the Joshua Tree on tape, and it's great. Not all the time, because I've listened to it to death, but yeah.
Yeah.
1996 that was recorded, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, 1996. So it's 25 years ago, isn't it?
Unreal.
It does.
Sorry,
nice
Tim, what was it?
I was going to say, it's like when you listen to the demo tape, it's really cool because like it sounds properly like the kind of thing that gets put on the end of a kind of Beatles anthology type thing, or it sounds like it would. I mean, it sounds really morbid, but like one of those tapes that you hear after like a singer dies and they just release all his tapes like John Lennon or Kurt Cobain. There's loads of stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, at least, I mean, you're alright, Uncle John. So, but yeah,
I am, and this is why I'm here
Yeah.
to prove I'm still
you're
alive.
safe. Exactly.
Yeah, so
Tim's been
It's-
talking a
it's-
lot about me.
it's not a homage. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
yeah,
we're going to be hopefully. We've got a supporters page called Buy Me a Coffee. Like if you heard of Patreon, it's like that. And on
Oh
that,
yeah,
if
buy me a
you
coffee. Yeah.
want to like support us, because I mean, making music's very expensive, and you know it's not always
Definitely.
the easiest thing to do. So we've got loads of kind people who give us a bit of money on that. But basically, one of the things that's going to go up on that for people who subscribe are a lot of Uncle Jon demos. So if you're a massive Uncle Jon fan, which I am, yeah, I'd get on that.
There you go.
Definitely.
I've got a whole new career ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. check out Ali in the Jungle's all of their socials, and you'll see links to the Buy Me a Coffee page on there. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to hear this this demo track. I got a little listen of it earlier on when we were testing it, and I want to hear it in its entirety. But yeah, we'll come back and have a chat with you in a moment.
You say that we can go far. Take a lift within his car. What benefit will it bring? When I run away from everything. Must admit I'm jealous of him. He denies the things I've read. Every night you sit by his side, makes you feel more than alive, you say. How do you know he's going to go? How do you know he's going to stay?
Nice. Very
Thank
cool.
you.
Very,
So
very
cool.
cool.
Thank you.
You can hear the rawness, man, and it's very like intricate guitar line as well. I can definitely hear the inspiration from that. Definitely.
Yeah, I started off on Spanish guitar, so I guess you know, the finger picking and things like that comes from that.
Yeah.
But in terms of
Very cool.
influences, as I say, time as listening to a lot of the Eagles, the Doors, a lot of the American bands, but also a lot of Rubber Soul by the Beatles. So Drive My Car was a real influence on that song as well.
Yeah.
You know, the whole idea of starting a new life, becoming a star, all that kind of stuff as well, which kind
It's got a very Beatles-esque sort of vibe as well. Like it's very Beatlesy, especially the bass line, the sort of slow, like progressional bass line.
Yeah.
It's
Like Rocky
very
Raccoon.
Beatles.
In your version.
Yeah.
It's very Rocky Raccoon.
There's at the bottom of the screen. Check out the Buy Me a Coffee. That's the link for it. Go ahead and click it. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun, and we're almost at an hour, if not over, but it's fine. We're not going to be cut off unless we turn it off. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and thank you guys. Thanks to Holly, who's not with us at the minute, but yeah, best of luck with management. Thanks to Tim, Chris, Sam, and Ali, and of course Uncle Jon.
Thank you.
Stick around after. We'll have a debrief and a little chat and go over how we think it was. But everyone at home, hope you guys had a lot of fun. Come and join us next week. We've got our acoustic session. But yeah, for now, An Hour with an Artist is finished, and Ali in the Jungle were great, and check them out on all their streaming services. There's some links in the chats, but yeah, we'll put some links up after. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and good night.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.